Cold War was a time of high tensions and hostility between the USA and the USSR, the two new superpowers that had emerged from the Second World War. And it consisted mostly of empty threats, proxy wars, and propaganda. But while there were times where it seemed like the two superpowers would fight each other, they never did. So now you will all say, well, they were allies in the Second World War, right? So what went wrong? So the thing is, the alliance between Britain and US was more like a bond of brotherhood, sorry. Like they had very deep shared connections. With the Soviet Union, they only had a strategic alliance. Basically, that's alliance for the sake of a shared goal. Now, even in the past, USA and Britain had issues with communism. Like, for example, political leaders had been fearing communism in the 1920s in a famous episode in history called the Red Scare. And in this time, even suspected communists were, subjected to very harsh punishments. In 1926, the British government cracked down very harshly on a general strike. Why? Because they were convinced that communists are behind this. And furthermore, appeasement earlier had shown Stalin that Britain won't stop Hitler if he was to claim Soviet lands. And then, much to Britain's disapproval, Stalin had secretly partitioned Poland between him and Hitler under the Nazi Soviet Pact. So they all had issues with each other. Furthermore, there was also a change in the USA's political climate. Earlier, it was known for its isolationist policy, but in 1940, President Roosevelt decided to oppose communism, and that basically would change the USA's entire political history. But first of all, the post war world order needed to be decided in Europe. Like, what will be the way things will be managed in Europe? And the big three were to decide it. How did they decide it? What were their final decisions? That is something we will be discussing in the next video. For now, I would like to thank you for watching.